Healthcare, a realm where life-saving innovation collides headfirst with a paperwork pile taller than the average NHS waiting list. But fear not, the future of healthcare is digital. And as with all things digital, this means a fantastic mix of groundbreaking technology, human rights dilemmas, and of course, the eternal tug-of-war between Europe and the US over who gets to set the rules. We've all heard that healthcare is a basic human right, sort of like fresh air or complaining about the weather, yet in practice, access to quality healthcare is often dictated by location, socio-economic status, and whether or not your country's health IT system is still running on software that was last updated when Windows XP was considered cutting edge. Digital health technologies, think AI-driven diagnostics, telemedicine, and data-sharing platforms, are poised to fix these inequalities, and it's a big but, this only works if standardization happens. Otherwise, we get what can only be described as a digital Tower of Babel, where one system's universal health record is another's error 404. AI in healthcare is a bit like self-driving cars. It promises a future where machines make perfect, data-driven decisions, but at present it's more likely to have an existential crisis when faced with a particularly confusing chest X-ray. On the bright side, AI is already revolutionizing diagnosis and treatment, but let's not ignore the lurking concerns. Who owns the data? Who gets to profit from it? And how do we stop it from accidentally learning medical racism based on historically biased data sets? Spoiler, this is an actual problem. One solution is to make AI systems more transparent, accountable, and, dare we say it, regulated. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Silicon Valley, it's that leaving tech companies to self-regulate usually ends with a billionaire casually launching cars into space while personal data leaks onto the dark web. Yes, the age-old question, who does digital healthcare better? The bureaucratic maze that is the EU or the free market frenzy of the US? The EU prefers heavy standardization, strict privacy rules, and making sure AI doesn't turn into Skynet before lunch. The upside, data security is tight. The downside, your health IT project may need to pass through 17 regulatory committees before being allowed to exist. The US has a move fast, break things approach, which often results in medical innovations launching at breakneck speed. The downside? That thing they broke might be your medical privacy. What's needed is a middle ground, one that combines efficiency with ethics without drowning innovation in an ocean of paperwork. If you've ever tried to share a document with someone and realized they're using some obscure software last updated during the Napoleonic Wars, you already understand why open standards matter. In digital healthcare, open standards mean everyone speaks the same data language. It's the difference between a smooth, integrated system where your medical history seamlessly follows you across providers, and whatever it is the UK's NHS tried to do with its various IT overhauls. We don't talk about those. Adopting open standards ensures interoperability, puts patients in control of their data, and stops big tech companies from locking hospitals into overpriced contracts with the same enthusiasm that gym memberships trap people in eternal debt. The future of digital healthcare depends on, 1, balancing AI innovation with human rights, because trust me, I'm an algorithm doesn't have the same reassuring ring as trust me, I'm a doctor. 2, global interoperability, no more health IT systems that refuse to talk to each other like feuding relatives at Christmas dinner. 3, patient-centric governance, because your medical history shouldn't be more accessible to Google than it is to you. If done right, digital healthcare could be the greatest revolution in medicine since hand washing was declared a good idea. But if handled poorly, we may just end up with AI-powered hypochondria apps that insist you're dying every time you have a mild headache. Either way, exciting times ahead. I am your guide, Antonio Klim. May the pseudo-powers be always with you.